Tina, long time no talk. Oh, shoot. I was trying to remember last week if I stuck the Wednesday welcome people into the room, so I'm going to do it now. These are the channels this week. Hey, Metro. So we have I just now put last week's links under. These are my 10 people this week for my Wednesday welcomes, the 10 channels. Look how my freckles show up. My freckles really come across on my arms. Keith Smith all the way live. I hope I'm spelling this stuff right. Okay, and then we have Luz. I'm doing my shout out for my ladies. See, you need to get a channel started. I put your name in last week, but I don't have a link, Tina, because you need a channel. TexJudy. There's lots of Karen Porters on here. So I'm going to have to get her link. Well, it's Karen Porter. I meant Porter. I put Karen Porters. I'm doing good tonight. Okay, then this is Sophia. For Trinity 1 is her channel. And then we have Jacqueline. As soon as I get it through all my channels, I'll start over with people too. I keep spelling her name wrong. Come on, move the cursor. Okay, we have Jacqueline. She goes by 04. Just give me a minute, ladies and gents. I almost called you a lady over there, Metro. I'm so used to having women in here. There's Joanne. So how was your day? Did you have a good day, Metro? Okay, got Francis in there. And then AngelDreamCrafts. This is Kimmy. Okay. So every week I will put 10 channels in. Metro, you hit my first Wednesday. And then I put the links in when the videos are done so that people can find channels I like. So when people can come in. So they know it's 10 channels at a time. I have a little notepad that's really cute with its own little pen. And I write down everybody's channels every week. I was trying to figure out what to do. I'm like fried. I was going to turn my camera on me, and then I thought, I want to do something because I didn't get to craft this week. So, when I just don't know what to do. I don't feel like I don't know. I don't feel like making anything right this second. So, figured I'd pull out my markers. I would just color tonight for a little bit. I need some downtime. My relaxation time. So I'm going to pull out some goodies. I got my favorite glitter markers. And then my skinny regular markers. So we're going to color. Tina, what are you working on? Metro, you got anything you're working on? You know, guys can be very crafty too, not just women. I think I got them all. Nope, forgot the gray one. Yeah, I got colored pencils over here too, but this is going to do tonight because I'm tired. All I can say is when you do a live sale, it like seriously drains you. I didn't even open my store today. I like took the whole day off everything because I'm just so tired. You ever feel like you're just fried? You know what I mean? Oh, that sounds awesome. The only thing I hate about these bigger ones is they don't have a point. So it's like really rough to stay inside the lines if you're not careful. Yeah, I want to do something a little different. I just wish I had these as skinny markers, but I don't. So it makes it a little difficult to, like I said, I went out of the line a little bit already, but oh well. This is a relaxing night. I'm taking a break. I think I deserve it. It is a lot to get ready for these live sales. People don't realize how hard it is. At least for me, it is. My steps are I go through anything that I get and I wipe everything off. The only thing I don't do is like launder stuff or let the people that get the little fabrics do that on their own. But I have I carry everything upstairs during the week, and if it's a lot, then I drive my vehicle around and load up and then drive it up around my house and unload it. I have a question for you guys. Especially you, Tina, because you've been here a lot on the sales. Do you think $7 is too high for those magazines? For the science popular mechanics? It's like I want to be fair because it's on consignment with someone else. But when I looked them up online on eBay, they run $10 to $70. I'm not kidding. Some of the people have those posted for $70. And I haven't seen any under $9.99. So that's why I picked 7. But I'm wondering if I should stay with 7 or maybe drop them to 5. I don't know, because I do want to sell them for people who are interested in them because they do have a lot of ads. But I also don't want to rip myself off because I have to, share a percentage. What do you think, Tina? I like Tina's feedback. She gives good feedback. Because I know, I'm trying to reach the average consumer that can afford them. And I personally, well, of course, I've never really looked for them, but I have never seen in any of the malls or, any of the places I've been, I have never run into those. The popular mechanics. I haven't seen them anywhere. Is she still here? Tina, where are you at? Get back here, woman. Yeah, because I have a lot of them that I need to get rid of, though. You know what I mean? So I don't, and they're not moving. I've only sold like 3 of them since I put them online. So I don't know if people are just not interested or if they think, you know, it's too much. I like listening to people's opinions. I just don't like it when they give them when I don't ask. Like, the guys that come in my store trying to boss me. I think that's funny. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Tina, because I try to go under, you know, because there's no way I'm putting $70 on one of those magazines. It ain't happening. That's just way too much money. I just asked myself, if I saw them, would I pay that amount? That's what I do all the time. I ask myself that question constantly. I did send her a message, but she never answered me. I asked her for a spot, but I never got answered, so I don't know if she saw the email yet or what. So I don't know. Trying to figure out if I should do it in this red or do I want to do it in that one. Hmm. I guess I could do it in this one since it's a smaller. Well, I guess I could just keep offering them whenever I have a sale. Yeah, I sent her an email a couple times, but I know she gets floored with them, especially after having a sale. So I just figured I'd wait. I don't know. This page is so pretty. See, this is the kind of stuff what I like to do that I think is pretty. I don't know. There's a couple ideas I've been running through my head with these, but we'll see. My daughter had these, the ones that's got the fuzzy stuff that you can color in. She had a bunch of those, and sometimes I stick freebies out in my yard sale, like a box of freebies just so that people can come and pick some stuff out if they want it. I like doing that at yard sales. And I had a pile of her colored stuff in there. She's like, "Mom, nobody's going to want this." And some lady come in and she picked up every single one of them. I said, "Why not? You can frame something like that if you can't afford art and you can put it in your house." That's what I would do personally. Oh, I'm telling you, Metro. So that is quite a busy combination there, Metro. Singing, comedy, and martial arts. You've been busy. You're getting a workout and having fun. There was a guy I used to do on Pal Talk that was into martial arts. He was a young kid. He was so funny. He came into my chat room and he was only 16 and he didn't say nothing at first because it's supposed to be 18 or older. But some of them places can't prove it. And then one day he goes, "Don't get mad at me." And I said, "What?" He says, "I'm only 16." I'm like, "Well, at least in my chat room, you're safe." So we got to know each other, and he was telling me he was taking martial arts. And after a while, we added each other to each other's Facebooks too. And he graduated and everything. I love seeing kids grow up, that you meet on the web. And his first girlfriend was so funny. Her name was Callie. Well, not his first girlfriend, but his girlfriend when he graduated. I don't know if they're still together or not, but I thought that was so funny because I had a cat named Callie. My little kitty. Miss Callie. If I would be sitting here right now, you guys would be seeing her on the back of my computer chair if she was still alive. She loved to be on the back of my chair when I was on the computer. A couple times people like, did I just see a tail? And I'm like, yep, it's my kitty cat. Well, sometimes I don't like to intrude on other people's streams, though. Like I don't like going into other people's streams and doing that. Some people encourage people to promote their channels and what they're doing, and some people don't like that because they think you're trying to steal the people that subscribe to them or something. People are funny about stuff like that. That's just like one of my favorite gamers. I used to watch and support him all the time. And all I did was go into his stream and I just commented because we always asked each other about each other's days. And all I did was comment something about, what did I say? Something about learning how to make a playlist. I said, I worked my butt off today it was because I was working towards my 2,000 subscribers. And I said, I just finally learned how to make my playlist today. And somebody pointed out that that's something. I don't know what they called it. I was just having conversation. I didn't mean nothing by it. And he's like, that's something with your channel. I don't know. He accused me of doing something I really wasn't doing. So I unsubscribed from him. I'm not going to follow people that act like idiots when you're trying to have a decent conversation. I just won't do it. But I was really kind of hurt about that particular channel because I really liked that person. And I was like, really? Or no, he accused me of trying to promote my channel. Something like that. He used words. I don't know what he was talking about. I'm like, how is that when it's a conversation? I wasn't trying to promote nothing. I never asked for anything. I was just telling him that I finally learned how to do a playlist because I didn't know what I was doing. And to categorize them and separate them. But you got to watch things that you say in people's chats because some people are weird. Heck, Nightbot blocked me from another stream just because I was posting emojis. Really? I always post emojis when I talk. I have done that since I've been on Yahoo. So they started lecturing me saying that emojis were spam and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? Because every time I Google, are emojis considered spam on YouTube? You know what I get? YouTube accepts emojis. So I don't know who's telling these people that, but it's not true. It's not like I sit and put 100 in. And I know when we're on Pusa Studios stream, they always encourage congratulations to people that called up or to make a certain thing. They'll say, spam the emojis. So you go in one stream that promotes it, you go into another stream, they block you for it. I just, sometimes it's just really irritating. That's all I have to say. It's just irritating. So it's like I will not go to a channel that I have to walk on eggshells on everything I say. I'm going to be me, and that's that. And when you come to my channel, you can spam as many damn emojis as your heart desires. They kept telling me that the person who ran the channel would get in trouble by YouTube for these emojis. I'm like, well, really? Then Pusa Studios shouldn't exist because we spam in there all the time. I mean, it's just, if you don't like emojis, just say you don't like emojis, but don't make an excuse up that's not the truth. That's my philosophy. Well, hey there, Joanna Parrish. You know, I used to have a Sunday school teacher with the name Parrish. I miss her. She was a very nice lady. So, how are you doing? I'm just coloring over here. Just trying to figure out ways to make a mess. Yeah, somebody was telling me that they see I never ran Nightbot, but somebody told me that you could program Nightbot to do whatever you wanted it to do. So to me that was on purpose. I agree. 'Cause that's what I thought too. But I personally never ran it, never will. I just like emojis because I think they express a person. And I do miss some of the well, thank you. I miss some of the emojis from Yahoo, like the dancing one. I don't know if any of you guys ever had Yahoo Messenger or chat, but oh my goodness, I miss those animated ones. Or the one where its arms crossed across its chest, like, nuh-uh. They had the cutest naughty little emojis. But my favorite one was the dancing one. I love that one. Or the eyebrow up. Like, what you talking about? I like those ones too. Yeah, I figured I'd have a relaxed night. I just want to do something different. Just want to have some fun. I was worn out last night. Today, it's like I said, I took the day off. I slept in. Well, actually, I woke up once early this morning and then I fell back asleep because I was so exhausted. So I thought I'm just going to take the day off today and relax. Yeah, this is actually it's called Posh Coloring Book, God is Good by Deborah Mueller. And it's really a nice one. I mean, if anybody's interested. I think I picked this up at a Ollie's is where I bought this. But I have plans for my pages. They won't stay in this book. I like coloring them and then cutting them up. Maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet. Sometimes these are nice to add into faith journals. Sometimes they're nice to turn into tags. Um, there's so many different things you can do with these adult coloring books once you've used them. Even part of this, if it's pretty enough, could be a cover of a journal. I haven't used one as a cover of a journal yet, but I am working on a special journal. I can't wait to show you guys, but I got to get the signatures and stuff done in it. It's a very special journal. And I think I'm going to take on these two journals. I'm going to try, Tina. I think one of them I'm going to keep and one of them I'm going to sell. But we'll see how well I can get them done first. But I'm not letting the secret out because every time I do, I don't want to finish it. It's going to be a while though. I can't just take a bunch of journals and like produce them at once. Like I like taking time, but I've always found coloring relaxing. I don't care if it's with colored pencils or um markers, crayons. Even as a kid, rainy days was my thing. I would sit in and draw my mother's knickknacks, or I would color, or read a book. Those are my favorite things to do on rainy days. Board games were fun when I was younger, though, too. We used to play Yahtzee and Scrabble, Pictionary. I never was a big fan of Monopoly. I know my sister and brother used to like Monopoly, but that was not really one of my favorite games. I did like Clue, though. Clue was fun, but my favorite board game of all times was Payday. Oh, if you guys ever get a chance to get Payday, and I'm not talking the new version, I think it's like the 1975 version, it is a blast. Newer version, I'm not really happy with. They come out with another one, and my daughter got it for me, and I'm like, it's not as fun because the newer one, you get handed out too much money too fast. The older one, you get $365 and you got to make that last. And there's pieces of the game that'll take your money away from you, or you get an inheritance, a great inheritance from your great aunt. It's just a really fun board game. And then they've got one that where you got everybody's got to put money in the pot, and it's called something. It's not poverty, but it's like I can't think of the name of it, but it was really funny how they thought of it. But anyway, everybody piles money in this, and then you hit this one part of the game, and then everybody's got to roll, and the highest roller wins it. And it's really cute. It's got a bunch of different things. And then they have deal cards where you can buy things, and then when you land on a deal, you can cash it in and earn money from it. It's just a really fun game. Try to balance your checkbook. Something I still can't do. I used to be good at it at one point. Now I spend without thinking, and I got to watch. I got to get back to controlling my spending. Stop buying everything that looks good, and just because I want it, I buy it. I need to go back on a better budget. I think I will eventually, though. My weakness is books. Hey, Alicia, how are you doing? I like too many books, especially 1800 books. The older, the worse. It's like I want to buy them all. And I'm so fascinated with how many hands they've passed and who held them and who took care of. I don't know. I'm just obsessed. But I do have a few that I really, really like. And then some I don't. Some I do. But I did get to do a little bit of auctioning, which was fun. But I'm not doing it no more. Auctions can be very expensive out of your pocket. I'm trying to take my roots back to things that matter. Oh, well, that is so cool. Well, then, Johanna, you would love Patty Lang's stream. She's an antique seller here on YouTube. I love her stream. God, I want to go buy everything. I did last night. Well, that's cool. I had an auction last night. That's why I'm beat. I'm so tired today. Yeah, we had Patty's the one was teaching me how to do auctions. This pen's not working just yet. Hold on, I gotta get my ink to the tip. These ones you gotta shake. Yeah, last night was my third one. Patty does them all the time. And she does amazing. She does old books and all kinds of goodies. You ever heard of junk journals, Johanna? Because they're a blast. It's a new way to repurpose books and papers without throwing them away. Here, I'll show you one. This one here is when I started. This book came in because I own my own used bookstore offline. So just to give you a hint, this book came in and the pages were dry rotted. Oh, well, just to show you what I do. So the book pages were dry rotted, and I took this book and I added real yellow roses that I pressed that my husband got me. And I Mod Podged them to the front of the book, and then I put bloom, and then these are some of the leaves and a sticker. And then I took and gutted all the pages out, and then I added pages. And this is what I've done with it so far. And these are sewed back in. This is what junk journaling is. These are what's called signatures. So you take, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 signatures in this book. And it could be as many pages as you want folded. And then you turn it into a journal, a junk journal. You can do it with coffee, dyed paper, whatever you want. And some people got some beautiful stuff on here. Like this is an envelope tuck. This is a card. This is a calendar page. It's always upside down when you do that, but you can cover it. And people can do art in these. They can journal in them. They can put pictures in them. And then this here is a little envelope I made out of the pages, because even the pages out of here can be turned into, that I took out of this particular book. I can turn them into envelopes or do what I want with them. And then this is a tag that was actually made out of a pizza box. Thanks. And that's what they do, is they repurpose everything laying around their house. And then this is a doily. And then you can use papers, like this is cardstock. You can use whatever you want. I've seen even people take, you know, envelopes that you get with your bills, that they have literally taken them and they have repurposed. And then this is a paper clip. And this is a charm that I stuck on the edge. Oh, there's a lot more out there. It's way more beautiful than mine. This here's bare. Some people really go way out, and they take their sewing machine, they put lace up and down. I've had mine on Etsy. None of mine has sold, unfortunately. Well, no, I can't say that. I've had one sale, but I only sell mine for like, I think it was $25 or something. I never went past 30 on pricing mine. But there are some people that make their own books from card, like they make it from board book, from scratch. I've seen some sell as high as $156. So it just depends. And this here is a die cut. It's a die that I cut. Because you can decorate the pages. They can pull out. So like certain books are really popular for these. Like people like using maps. They like all the old children's books. Like Mother Goose book is really popular. And Edith Holden books are really popular. Anything that's vintage is popular. So this is one of the books I did. And then Tina, she's seen these thousands of times. This was a book I did out of National Geographics. Nobody tends to like National Geographic. So I turned this into a journey through, this is basically a walk through nature. And these were all out of a book nobody wanted. That was a signatured book. This is an altered. The difference between the altered is these aren't sewed in. These are so many pages ripped out and then it's rebuilt. And these are coffee dyed papers. So this can be turned into a written journal or whatever a person wants to do. Or a storage journal. And then I bent this page down and made a pocket. I love abstract art, so that was kind of fun to make that pocket. But just to give you an idea, and then where you rip the pages out, you glue along the top and the bottom of the page, and you can turn it into a side pocket. Like this one here is this. Is this one? No. There's like side pockets in here too, where the two pages are glued together. I thought this was one. Wait a minute, let me find one. This one's one. And then you can hide stuff in here like cards or whatever. So there's a side pocket where two are glued. Yeah. And then this is a pocket. That's what I mean. It's like, it's really cool. And like this was made out of a book page. This is like, I think on the other side of this was a, I know this was a pizza box or a cereal box. And then you glue words and you turn them into journal tags. So you kind of upcycle your stuff that's in your house. And I've seen people do better. Like, I have a friend who, she is really amazing because she'll take over in Australia and she gets fabric and somehow she layers them and then she turns them into covers and they're absolutely beautiful. Like here's a pocket with butterflies. And then the charms, you can get these bulb pins or you can use paper clips, whatever your choice is. But this is another type of doing it. RV Lucky. Oh my goodness. I want to get an RV. I'd love to get an RV and travel. So today I'm coloring. Yeah, I see a lot of libraries throwing away. They throw away National Geographics all the time. And then one day I started playing with one because I made one for my mom. And it just was wow. My mother loves hers. So I made two of them like that, and that's considered kind of mixed media. Mixed media is a lot of fun. I enjoy mixed media. Have you created any more journals, RV? Well, hey, Hennick's family. Soon as I recover from last night. All right, Metro. You take care and thanks for stopping. Soon as I recover from last night, I get to visit channels again. I haven't been visiting channels lately because I've just been so busy. Every single day, it's the bookstore 5 days a week. And plus, not only did I build up for my live sale last night, we're having a community yard sale coming up June the 8th. So I've been doing both. I've got 5 tables set up in my garage and I have, you know, it's a lot of work. Oh, that's awesome. You know, photography was my first love too. When I was in 7th grade, I was published. Well, that picture was published later in the International Photography Library on the web. I never listened to the rules of taking pictures, Johanna. I literally took a picture towards the sun when I was a kid. I don't know if I have that book up here, if it's downstairs. No, I have it downstairs on my library stuff. But they published a picture of a horse I took. The horse was standing up on a hill, and I took a picture of it towards the sun instead of away from the sun like they tell you. I never listen to rules. And I'm glad I don't, because when you don't listen to the rules, that's when you come out with the better pictures. But my photography, I wanted to keep as a hobby. I didn't want to go to school for it because I hate when rules are applied and then it ruins everything. I don't know. I think sometimes I get burnout on subjects if they're overly studied. But I took this picture of this horse toward the sun, and what ended up happening was the horse came out in the middle of a sun ring. So perfect. It's beautiful. And that was taken with a 110. Can't pull that off no more with digitals especially. I miss the 110 cameras. So the picture was published in a photography book and they just loved it. And I'm like, "Yep, totally accidental." And I was probably only like in 7th grade when I took it. But my cousin also has a rare picture, and it's something about the season changes in the United States when you're in the air. This is the coolest photograph I think I've ever seen. And she was taking pictures outside of the plane window into the clouds, and she got the whole shadow of the plane in the cloud. That was the most gorgeous picture I've ever seen. So the accidental ones are the fun. And they said something about in the seasons, the way they changed the way that shadow came out because she talked to somebody about it, said that that's very rare that that happens. So I thought that was cool. That'd be awesome. But I got to see it and I loved it. But I don't know. I haven't taken pictures in a while. I think with the way ink cost and everything, I ran off a lot because I started a scrapbooking album of my 2 oldest grandsons, and I kept running out of ink because it's so freaking expensive, and I just got away from it because of that reason. I got tons stored online of my grandkids that my kids haven't even seen yet because I haven't had the ink to run them off. And I really don't wanna go pay Walmart, I wanna run them off myself, because I do like putting them through my art program and cropping them and doing things with them. But it is what it is. Expensive. I wanted to make some digital art for my junk journals too, but then get the same problem, constantly run out of ink. An Etsy store is nice to have though. Hennigs, I will say that because it's cheap. It's reasonable. When you own an Etsy store, you only have to pay 20 cents on everything you upload. That's it. The whole site and everything's free. So when I want to sell something, I post it for 20 cents. I mean, if it sells, it sells. It doesn't, it doesn't. But I think you have 5 months from the day that you post that it'll run out, and then you got to pay 20 cents for it to go back up again. But I can say this, it's definitely worth paying hundreds of dollars. So what I do with my Etsy store is I'll post something and then I'll take pictures of it and upload them. You can save the listings as drafts too until you're done. Um, right now at this present moment, the printer I ordered never worked properly, and I think something got bounced in it when it was delivered to my house, but I own an HP Envy. And then I have another HP downstairs, but I think what I'm gonna do is save up money because I want a double-sided printer. So my next printer is gonna be a Brother. That's what I'm going after. But my HP Envy doesn't work. And I spent 2 Sundays ago online with their service, which I knew was gonna give me the runaround because they usually do. And they told me you know, had me set everything as a preference. Like, I don't know all this stuff. I mean, I have a degree in computers too, but I'll go ahead and go with their little games. And they took me through all of it, and they're like, I said, it's already set, but okay. So we did it all again, and guess what? It still doesn't work. And the guy's like, oh, well, the person here that does remote assist isn't here. I said, so you kept me online for an hour, wasting my time, and it's still not working. I got 2 brand new full of inks because they were trying to blame the ink cartridge. I said, listen, I've unplugged it, uninstalled it. I know everything you do about troubleshooting printers. That's why I took A+ certification to learn. And I said, and I did all this and it's not working. So now he's trying to say it's a driver, but personally, this is what it is. It'll scan, it'll print off the scanner, but it will not print in color off of my computer. And the color cartridge works with scanning a picture and printing it, but it will not work printing off the computer. The black will, but not the color cartridge. So there's something in the printer that's not working online, and all the drivers are updated. So I can't use it. So it's just sitting here looking pretty. The only thing I use it for is to scan with it. So that's what's wrong with it. So right now it's not in use. It's always something, you know. But yeah, that's what they said. I go, well, whatever it is, it's brand new. It's not insured, and it's just sitting here. And I didn't do a warranty on it because we were in the process of moving my computer room the year I bought it. Was the year before last. And it took me months to even get it set up because my computer room wasn't ready. So then when I got everything done and I went to use it, it printed one time. It'll print. What's weird about it is this, though. It'll print color when I run off the test page. That's what's so weird. But it will not do it from a picture off of the computer. It's just strange. I've never had that problem. And then when you Google troubleshooting, that doesn't work either. Because troubleshooting, that's not one of the problems that comes up. So that was kind of hopeless. Well, I wanted to send it back, but since it's been 2 years ago, I doubt if they would reimburse me. So what the guy told me was to call back, and I'm like, I'm not going to call back and sit for another hour for you to tell me it can't be fixed. So I'm just going to wait till I have the money saved up for a brother, and I'm just going to get rid of this one. I'll send it back to him and just say, here, have it back. You do something with it. But I'm not going to ask them for another one because I don't want another HP printer. The only thing I like about HP is their paper. And I like the printer that I have downstairs because it's just enough to do my Etsy store labels. So as long as I have one to do my purchase labels, I don't care. But even that one runs out of ink pretty fast. And even if you do the refills, it's still expensive. Because they do the ones where you can sign up for automatic refills. It's still high. I seen, what was it I was watching? And people were listing the top pet peeves. And the highest rated pet peeve of people who were asked this question was they were sick and tired of how expensive ink is to print. I was like, amen. Isn't that the truth? For me, it's like, 30 some dollars just for the color cartridge or something like that. It's like 50 for both. I don't know. It's too much money. Somebody needs to come up and kick their butt in printing ink. Because if you can buy it by the jug for like $90 and get a lot more, then you should be able to compete with that price, buying it by the jug and selling it cheaper. I just don't want to take the time to have to refill, because if you do it wrong, you can really screw up your printer. I had one printer one time. I like sharing my stories. I absolutely love this printer, and I still have it sitting in my living room. I've got to take it to a day when our junkyards open up, where they take recycling products. One of our landfills does that. But what happened was, this is another thing I found out with Windows 10 being out that changed. Somebody else said they remembered what I was talking about. Some people never knew what I was talking about, but every computer I have had since HP Home and HP Professional, I could print more than one picture on a page. Like, if I was running off, say, 6 of my grandkids' pictures off of one page, all I had to do was go in the printing section, hit print, and select all 6 of them in a check mark, and it would run it off on one page. And now you can't even do that. Windows 10, you get these printers, you can only do one picture per page. Like, you can put that one picture all over the page. You just can't put multiple pictures on one page. That's another waste of ink. So I tried to fight and keep that printer, and I still have my XP Professional Tower that does that. And the 99 was one of the ink numbers, and it ran out. You can't buy it in Walmart. You can't buy it in any of the stores. They discontinued it because that's what they do when they upgrade everything, which is really irritating. So I found an Amazon dealer that was selling it, so I would continue to use that printer as long as I could. And then 2 of the people on Amazon were fighting because I got this question out of the blue by my email through Amazon saying, well, is their cartridge working? Because it's like 2 days backdated or something. I said, as long as it works out of my printer, it doesn't matter. It takes a while for ink to expire. It's not going to expire in 2 days after the date is out. So when that buyer sold out, because what I'm thinking is they bought out, like, a business that sells it, what's left over is they bought them out and they were just selling them through Amazon. So what happened was that person must have ran out, and I found another buyer. So I opened up the ink when it came in, and I put the cartridge in because it was the tricolor that was the 99. And all of a sudden I smelled this smell like freaking Windex. One of those little pricks literally put Windex in the freaking thing, and it blew up in my printer and it quit working. I was so freaking furious. I will never buy ink from Amazon again. So I contacted Amazon and I told them what happened, because all my papers were coming out pastel because I was running them, pages for my business. I was so furious. I never did get reimbursed. And I'm like, that's ridiculous. Just because 2 people were mad at each other on Amazon fighting, they decided to be nasty to my ink. So I won't do that no more. So I had to take, and I had to wipe out that printer with paper towels. You should have seen the mess I got out of that printer. It was sad. Very sad. I know, but it isn't that they didn't sell it for top money. It was really cheap, actually. But it was discontinued ink, so I had no choice but to buy it from there because I couldn't find it in the stores. But actually, it was actually a savings of money, because regularly it was like, I don't know, like 30 some dollars, because it always is when it's brand new. and he was selling them off. I think they were only like $20 a cartridge. So heck yeah, I was saving money. But I was so mad that they did what they did because now that printer does not work. Because I was trying to reset it back up because I can just use my XP Professional still works. I can use it offline just to do my art projects because I could get more ink mileage out of it. That one there, I could probably print off 100 photos and not run out of ink. So that was pretty good ink mileage. It's between 100 and, I think it was maybe 100 and 125. I know there was a lot because I used to run my store stuff off there all the time. But I was not a happy camper when that exploded. But I don't know. But the brother, I will never own an Epson. Epsons are absolutely ridiculous. I bought an Epson for $5 at a yard sale, and you know where it went? Right back to where it came from. Took it to Office Max and said they can kiss it. I will never buy an Epson. I'm not going to pay for 5 cartridges to put into my printer. It's ridiculous. Epsons are a ripoff. I want a couple cartridges and more paper. That's what I want. I paid $5 for that Epson at a yard sale, and I took it back to Office Max. I said, take this junk. When I found out it took like, and I went in and priced Epson ink. Oh my gosh. 4 or 5, I think it was like 4 or 5 cartridges goes in those things, and they were like $30 a piece. I don't think so. So I talked to some people, and the highest rated for business or anything that you get the most out of has been the brother. So I'm going to try that. And a friend of mine has one and they love it. I heard they were decent. Now, I never used a Canon printer, but I heard that Canons are pretty nice. So I don't know. I'm picky. I will do lots of studying before I waste my money on another printer. But the brother's where I'm at. And when I've watched some of the highest rated, like if you go to Nick the Booksmith on here, that uses a lot of printers for things. They own an HP inkjet, a brother, and another type, the laser printer. I think they had HP inkjet, HP laser, and the brother, because the brother prints two-sided, and that's what I want. I want a two-sided printer. Because I have some things I like to print the front and back pages of. And like the other day, my husband was like, I made a postcard. I don't have it right beside me, but I made this postcard off my printer downstairs that I just used for my Etsy labels. And he's like, I'm so impressed. He says, this was really nice to do a front and a back, but I had to do them separate. Like I had to run it through once to get the front on it and run it, turn it around and run it through again to get the back. And I would just like to have one that does both. But a friend of mine said they use, I think, what did she tell me their mileage was out of it? Was mileage to me is paper. She said you can put 250 sheets of paper in it. And I can't remember, but it's a lot. Like you can run a lot off before you run out of ink. So then I went online and I was Googling like how much you pay for the cartridges in the brother. And it runs about the same as what I pay for my HP. So if it does, if I pay that amount, but I get more paper, it'd be worth it. So that's how I base it. Because I won't be just using photo paper. I'll be using regular paper too. But I like making, my store advertisements that I put out because I pass them out when the people come in and shop with my store hours and stuff like that on it. And my business cards, of course, I do through um oh heck, the one site that's real good with business cards. I run them through there because you do get a better price, but you don't get postcards through there reasonably. They're really high on postcards. Well, hey there, Paula. See, a guy told me years ago, he said it doesn't matter what kind of printer you use. He says the HP photo paper is the best, and he wasn't kidding. My very first printer was a Lexmark, and the only thing I didn't like about the Lexmark was great on paper, but when you ran it out on photo paper, you could take your fingernail and scratch the ink right off the picture. It was awful. I just happened to look up and see ya. I'm over here relaxing, coloring. Yeah, that's what I was looking up, Johanna. When I was looking up my brother, I was like, because some of them they have just black and white ones, and I was like, does it do photo too? So I found one that kind of does it all, but it's a lot of money. They're like $300. I mean, they run like that and up. And my little printer downstairs, I just made a postcard on. I only paid $65 for that printer. It was a Walmart special. I know I've got so many unboxings to do, Paula. It's awful. I had somebody in my live stream last night. She said, did you get my package? And I know I did, but I can't find it. I've got so much crap. Hey, Terry, you sneaking in on me? I got so much crap coming in the mail that I misplaced another package and I can't find it. I got to look for both of them because I just got stuff everywhere from last night's sale. So I'm going to have to go because I have a hallway and I line up everything down my hallway. My husband's like, he come home last night. He's like, I'm so sick of this. What did he call it? Um, what the heck did he say? He said it's an obstacle course. That's what he called my stuff in the hallway. I go, wait till the sale's over. I said, and then I'll move everything out to the garage because we're having our community yard sale the 8th. I said, I'll get everything moved. He's tired of stubbing his toes on the edges of my boxes. I got my orders packed up. I just have to put everything on Etsy. But I did good with my sale last night. I'm happy. I always pray right before my sales. I tell God whatever you want me to get is what I get and just be happy. So I'm happy. Even if people just come and support and they don't buy, that's okay. We had fun in here. I like conversations. Nikki's hysterical, my helper. She's such a blast. I could tell she was getting worn out at the end. She was getting cranky. She's like, oh, I'm so tired of typing these prices in. I said, I know, it's a lot of work. So I'll have to find another way to reward her. Oh, it's funny, Terry. I'll have to reward her somehow. I made her a journal and sent it to her. She's the one that got my purple journal I made. So she was happy with that. I just did it because I felt like it. I don't make journals for just anybody, though, but I know her taste, so it worked out. Now she wants to commission me to make another one, and oh, the one she wants me to make, I don't know if I can pull this one off. I told her, I said, geez, I'm still new to junk journal world. I feel so behind everybody else. I look at these people with all these sewing machines and they're doing all this fancy stuff, and I'm like, I don't even know how to do half this crap. I don't even own a sewing machine. I sew by hand. But I do. I feel like every time I try to catch up on something, something new comes out. I just can't do it. I'm not young anymore. I just do me. I do what I can do. But I love coloring. This is so relaxing. Love these glitter markers. Just so you guys know, these are amazing. I bought these, like, you can't see it because it's down here, but when this is up and you tilt this, you see a shine. So I like playing with these with my regular markers because I'll probably end up using this page something to do with journaling. I don't know what yet. I could cut it, turn it into a tag. I could make it a cover for a book. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You never know about me. Or I might stick it in a faith journal. Junie, my friend in Australia, made me a faith journal. Did I ever show you guys my faith journal she made me? I think I did a video on it. Hold on a minute. I'll go get it. I love the faith journal she made me. It's awesome. Here it is. Now I paid for this. It's a custom made one, but I love it. Oh, I love how she did this. She'll get to see my faith journal. I haven't even started using it yet because I'm busy with another one. But she did this and she tied these pieces. Look how pretty that is. And then she took and she tagged these. So when you open it up, look how she did this. Is this like not gorgeous? It's from Junie Desiree. I love her channel. So she took pieces of all the things I love. She's got music paper. And she did this with stitching. And then she's got a live by faith. And then a place you can write your journal in. She's really good at this double-sided washi tape. And she knows I love the Book of Job. So I love it. I was so glad when she made this for me. And she knows I love horses. So she put in some donkeys and some horses throughout with some butterflies. We have a lot of the same taste in things. There's my yellow flowers with my tags. The only thing I haven't had somebody do is make me a journal for free. Like surprise me with a journal. I actually entered into a contest. And well, it's kind of like a giveaway thing in this one channel, and I'm hoping I win because it'll be the first journal I've ever had made for me. But I doubt if I'll win. I never win giveaways like that good. I've won some giveaways, don't get me wrong, but nothing like that. But she did these. I mean, I don't mind paying for them, don't get me wrong. But it'd be cute to win one. Just one in my lifetime. But she did a good job. Enjoy the little things. I love this. I love this. Look at that horse. She even got a bucket list. I'll let the journal catch up. I mean, the thing catch up. And then she put Psalm. I love Psalm, the book of Psalm, too. And then here's an envelope. And she's also an artist. And she painted these and she drew these herself. Well, I'm glad you get to stop in. Thanks for stopping by, Paula. Look how beautiful this is. I love it. She's got my horses over here. Good night, Paula. I can't wait to get your goodies in, too. I wait for my mail every day. For all the goodies to be delivered. And this says, life is like a rainbow. You need both the sun and the rain to make its colors appear. She did a beautiful job on this. I love it. So that's mine. Another thing I got to get used to too is sending a package of goodies. Like putting goodies in the ones I do make. What other color do I want to use on this? I did purple. Let's try this one. We'll make this peek out a little bit. So Wednesday Welcome is all about encouraging people to check each other's channels out and add people you like. Who would have ever thought, Terry? You put up with me on Yahoo, now you're putting up with me on YouTube. You know, we've been through a lot of chat clients together. We've hit Pal Talk, we've hit Yahoo, we've hit a lot of them. But no, I don't want to seem like I'm down because I'm not. It's life. Sometimes you get things delivered to your house and they work, and sometimes you just don't. And I happen to be the don't on the HPNB. My daughter loves hers, but I can't compare it because mine's never worked. I don't know. This glitter stuff is fun. The only thing I tested this past week was my gel pens. Any of you guys use gel pens? Gel pens run out really fast. I picked up these gel pens not realizing they were glitter. Oh, these ones here. They're called Neon White Dude something. I don't know. But they run out really fast. Like I've used them a few times to write with. They look pretty in journals though. Because somebody recommended them because I had coffee dyed paper. And sometimes when you're writing on it, it feels like it goes like waxy. So like the writing will quit. So someone told me, try gel pens. So since I've been using gel pens, I haven't had any problems, but the colors are pretty, but I wasn't intentionally buying glitter ones. I need to get regular gel pens. But they do make your journals look pretty when you change colors on a daily basis. Who else left in here? Me and someone. There's only 2 people. Is it you, Terry? Are you in here with me? I think I put Tina to sleep. Hello? Anybody out there? I just feel really mellow. This is a pretty color. It's not really a pink. It's like a berry color almost. I don't even think I'm in frame. Sorry. A lot of times you can find these books at the Dollar Tree. They're really reasonable. Where you take and get these types and use them as pages. Who else likes coloring? Anybody else like coloring? I enjoy it. Hmm. Oh, I missed Francis. I didn't see Francis come in. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Continue to look. little bumps. And then we'll go with this brown to do these leaves. Oh, that's pretty. It's a different color. It's almost like a cinnamon. Cinnamon leaves. Go back to this one for this. This one for these. This is one of those type of coloring books. Every time you look at the page, you see something different. How cool is that? It's pretty nifty. Gotta love channel lurkers. Tina, are you still in here? Hello. Echo, echo, echo. Go back to, yeah, this was it, I think. Orange. Pink. Berry, whatever color that is. And then we'll do this one gray. And then what do we do these ones as? Let's see. Well, hey there, Rayas. Thanks for stopping. I'm just over here doing relaxing coloring. Just for something different. How are you and how was your day? I took a break today. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for drawing this, though. Whoever drew this page did a good job. It's very pretty. I don't even know if them people are even in here anymore. They kind of came in and ran off. I think I got everything, maybe. No, I missed this one. This page is busy. Just when I think I got it all colored in, I find more. There's another piece over here. It's very pretty, though. People that draw this are very creative. So there, we finished it. Really pretty page. Make sure I didn't miss no spots. Oh, geez. I think I got them all this time. hopefully. It looks like it. So yeah, there. That's pretty. I like it. Very colorful. You like to draw and do art, Raya? There's a lot of beautiful pictures throughout this album. The other side of that would have been pretty too. I haven't colored any pages but that one. There's pretty ones in here for sure. Well, I like this one with the feather too. That one's pretty too. Cool, look at that owl. That's cool looking. Cool. There's a horse in here. I didn't know there was a horse in here. Well, that's pretty. Ugh, I never had a chance to check it all out. Oh well, it's a pretty book though. I paid $2.99 for this book at Always. Purdy, purdy. So now we got 4 people in here. That picture's pretty too. Well, these are gorgeous in the back. Oh, look at that. Little cups. Really pretty. Oh, little fireflies in jars. Oh, I like that. Flower. Oh, that's pretty too. Butterflies. Some cool ones in here for sure. I read that page too much. Oops. This here in the light. Oh, I love the shimmer of those glitter markers. That looks really pretty. Beautiful. Okay, who's still here with me? Hello. Where's my emoji faces? There they are. My goodness, they look so funny on here. I like the emojis on my phone better. They don't have much of a variety on here, do they? And none with the tongue sticking out. I mean, really? Well, I guess this would be considered that one. That's funny. Who's my lurkers? Hello, hello, hello. Okay, just want to pull this out, and then I'm going to load up my pocket letter that I finished. Let me get all my pieces over here. See how this turns out. Waited over a week for these to dry, and they're finished finally. These turned out so freaking cute. Well, hey, Chris. Well, welcome in. Even new people. New people are always fun. So what do you like to craft? Crafting is so much fun. Usually I do this on Tuesdays, but I'm going to go ahead and make an exception and continue to do art both days. Just because I think it's cute. So when you flip it over, you see love on the other side. I'm making a pocket letter. I gotta figure out what else to go with this because I'm not really sure. I don't know if I have any. Washi tape, this will go on. Oh, that's cool. You know, one thing I never learned how to do was some of the beaded jewelry. People make such pretty beaded jewelry. I just made my first tassel on my last. journal that I made. This is kind of pretty bling. Let me see what this looks like. Let's try this like right here. That there. And run this down here. And I will re-glue this because washi tape doesn't always stay sticky. Here. Come on, stay right there. Okay. Scoot that over. Right there is where I want it, right on the edge. Give it a little bling. You ever created a pocket letter? Whoever's in here. I love creating pocket letters. I never heard of a lot of crafting stuff until I came to YouTube. I never heard of junk journals, never heard of pocket letters. But they're cool. And they call them pocket letters because you can fold them like this and you can mail them in a business size envelope. Is that like not the coolest thing? So that's pretty. I don't know if I have any extra pink ribbon or not because it'd be kind of cute to make like a little tag. Like a little, kind of like Judy did on my fake journal. That'd be kind of cute. I don't know. But this shows through the other. Oh, that's perfect. It shows through the other side silver, which is perfect because it matches those cards. That's a deck of cards. That looks so cool. But I don't know. I don't have any ribbon. So it'd be kind of cute to take and maybe put ties on those. I don't know if I have any sheer pink ribbon though. Let me check my squeaky, squeaky chair. exactly what I'm looking for. There's green. There's yellow. Let's see if any of these match good enough. I mean, I really could do a different color, I guess. I don't know if these will match, though. No. I don't want to put green and yellow next to pink. Wish I had sheer pink. Or purple. I picked the wrong colors. Just when you think you have enough crafting stuff, you find out you don't. Let's see here. Yep, I don't have that in there either. The burlap pink. Let's see. I can't believe I have every color under the sun but pink. That's hysterical. Well, maybe I can make this teeny weeny little piece work. I don't know if that would match though. Probably wouldn't because it's got a design on it. I don't even have purple. Oh, jeez. There's red, green, yellow. There's purple. Not even purple. Jeez. Well, let's see. Maybe this will work. This should be kind of neutral. I hear you, Chris. This isn't the perfect color, but maybe I can make this work. It's better than the other colors I picked. You sound like me. My bedroom could be my crafting room. I sure would make it that. And that would work. Maybe like, no, I don't think it's going to look great. We'll see. Maybe. This might turn out looking kind of funky. But hey, I'm winging it. This would go through. I don't know how this is going to look, but hey, it is what it is. So maybe take it like this. Oh, this is kind of cute. It's going to give it a little bit of a raggedy look. That's what I'll just do then. Come off. Right. Yeah, it's going to come off, but that's okay. We'll do it this way then. Got a plan B. Alrighty. Thanks for stopping. Maybe just do one. See how this looks first. Kind of like this. Spread out, fuzzy look. Yeah, that's cute. Come on, get in there. It's like a shedding shabby look. That's cute. I like this. That's cute. Kind of gives it a pizzazz. Okay. So here we have this. Just that little ruffled look. It turned out good. These down in here. That is so pretty. I'm impressed. They do pretty decent pocket letters. So there, that's done. So that's for my little thing in the back, and then I gotta figure out what else I want to add to this person's mail. But so far, that's cute. Cutesy. What you think, guys? Fabulous. Wish I kind of had a book I could cut words out of, though. I have to look through my stash. I thought I had a book put aside. To be cool to put a bit of words. But I like it. I'll leave that as my thumbnail. Hopefully. Don't know. My thumbnails are awful. They never pick up on my live streams for some reason. Well, that was cute, Tammy. Turned your wool upside down without the lid on it. Oh, yay. Anyways, whoever's here, I'm going to go. So I just wanted to say good night. Since you like lurking and you won't talk to me. Have a good evening, all. See you later. Bye. Mwah.